I suppose I'll start by sharing about the parish that I grew up in, a place called Merchantville, New Jersey. It was a wonderful parish with wonderful holy priests. I learned an awful lot about my faith growing up, and it was very formative for me to be around good, holy diocesan men. And from about the age of 16 to 23, I can remember wanting to be like some of those diocesan priests that I knew. And the phrase that I remember when I was trained to be an altar boy was to be dignified and refined. And so I tried to be dignified and refined. Unfortunately, God kind of made me to be a class clown in high school. I was always kind of goofing around, trying to relieve tension by making jokes. And so to me, it was almost difficult to try to reconcile the idea of what my perceived idea of holiness was with how I am on a natural level. Some people, when they go out seeking religious life, they do internet searches, and there's all kinds of ways to find different communities that share what their charism is, and they share, who the community are. And that's a wonderful way for people to find a vocation. For me, I actually was involved when I was younger in young adult ministry, and I got to know a Capuchin friar, and I was so inspired by this particular friar because he really was himself in so many ways. He reminded me on a human level of Kramer from Seinfeld. He would burst into rooms, he had so much energy, he was so lively, and I was so amazed that he could do that, be himself in so many interesting ways, and strive for holiness. And that's one thing that has always impressed me the most about Capuchin life, is that so many of our friars seek to be themselves and are what we would like to say are down to earth. So in our current culture, I am so grateful to be with men who are called to live the gospel brotherhood. I first started to discern Capuchin life at the age of 29, and now I'm 49. While I was in discernment, I had decided that because of my love for service with the poor and direct service work with the poor, that I felt called more to remain a lay brother rather than to go on for ordination. That's an important thing for anyone who is discerning our way of life, is to figure out how they are called to serve. I constantly try to seek out ways to, once again, be inspired by the men that are around me who have lived this life. And I hope that living in the postulancy house, that I provide a witness to others right now on how to live out Capuchin life.